Dumela mogaetso. Le kae? Le teng. O bereka bosigo tsatsing. E tsura e teng overtime. A gona allowance. Hey, nna. O thata. A se re dira lone lehatshe. Mere a re simolole batho betse ke tsa gore you are all settled. Honorable members, you are all settled. AGs and team. Re ka simolola hela ka go lo ikitsisi. Nna ke bidiwa Taolo Boipuso Lucas mo Parlamento ya Bobirwa ke modulasetilo wa PAC. Honorable members,
Ke bidiwa Victor Pololo mo Parlamente Kanye West.
Gore tetse ke kgonegile Mount East.
Boniface Mabeo Gamalete.
Olelo Mutausani, Tamaragumagon constituency.
Uncle Shimamonacheng, Le Plus South.
the AGs,
Kibidwana Letimudunga from Attorney General.
yeah,
Kibidwa Bakam Motlake from Office of the Accountant General.
Mishozi Maziva, Office of the Accountant General.
Khamangulibele, Auditor General.
Lindy Mo, Office of the Auditor General.
Amanda Mulifi, Technical Advisor to the PAC.
very much. County Officer,
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, and good evening, honorable members. My name is Tuso Godson Ramudimosi, Permanent Secretary, Minister of International Relations. I'm accompanied by Bitoko Moshabashebi, Chief Accountant, Huitzi Mang Tidimani, Senior Manager, and currently Acting Deputy PS Corporate Services. And next to her is Mepu Nimafuku, Acting Finance Manager. And next to her is Deputy Manager, Admin Accounts, Me Ohane Motlatledi. Behind them, we have Ambassador Gobe Pito, Director Public Relations, Research and Analysis. And next to the ambassador is Buikaeho Lesiho, Accountant. And behind them is Mr. Sejo Monsu, Deputy Manager, Facilities. Thank you,
thank you
sir.
very much. Reka Kaikan, County Officer. Got the Bible with you?
I, Tuso Godson Ramudimosi,
Swear by Almighty God
swear by Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
to this Committee of Parliament
to this Committee of Parliament
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing else but the truth.
and nothing else but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ya leboga. County Officer. Tansala Morago. I
I, Buitoko Pinky Moshabashebi,
swear by Almighty God
swear by Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
before this Committee of Parliament
before this Committee of Parliament
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing else but the truth.
and nothing else but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you very much, Mam Shabashebi. Re kopana ile la bobedi la gakologa la rukile la taha mme ra le ra tsemolo go baakanya dibuka kgotsa ha e se dibuka tsemolo go baakanya ditlhaloso tsa lona mabapi le dikgang tse di mo dibukeng tsa lona re dirile jalo ka mowa o monte wa go batla gore tiro ya rona e dirwe ka manontlhotlho le matsetseleko otlhe ga ke tseye gore ope o na e tsaya gore go le busetsa ko morago ne le sepe se se sa siamang ke dumela gore in our judgment ne go siame gore lo go ipaakanya tumelo ya rona ke gore gompieno lo ipaakantse mme re tla tsaya nako e khutshwane go leba dibuka tsa lona ga ke gakologelwa sentle o ne o hetse o re neetse executive summary re Ramodimosi re buisantse ka yone mme e le gore jaanong re tsena mo dibukeng ke gone ga ne ratoga yaanong re nna le bothata jo bo heteletseng mme ke batla go ga sebaka gore ga go na le dipetse o batlang gore ko tshimologong o di cleare o dire hela jalo ka nako e khutshwane o ka e kgonang ka wa itse gore malobane re lela ka eng hela jalo o ka re itlhalosetsa motho wetso ka nako hela e khutshwane o ka e kgonang pele gongwe ga re ka tsena mo dibukeng.
Ke a leboga motsamaisa modulasetilo wa lekoko le le gapegileng le tlotlegang le nyame le rona we did some introspection, and personally I thought it was a blessing in disguise that we were sent back to go and relook at especially the financial part of our report, and we did see some gaps. We did see some discrepancies in terms of the calculations. So therefore, as we go through the report, we will point to that. I also would like to take this opportunity up front, Honorable Chair, to say that, as I indicated when during our appearance last week, and be a newcomer in the ministry, I have observed that we are not doing very well in terms of following up on the PAC issues. I have therefore talked to my team that henceforth we are going to be following up on these issues on a periodic basis, regularly, on a monthly basis, and I will be chairing that committee that will be looking at these issues to say where are we, so that when we appear next year, most of these issues would be advanced. And I've equally also discussed this with the representative of the Attorney General, that it is also very, very important that when we refer matters to the Attorney General's chambers, it is not enough for us as a ministry to just indicate that we have written to Attorney General. We should actually engage with them, physically sit down with them, and go through the issues and see how we can advance them. So I thought up front, Honorable Chair, I should make these acknowledgements. I thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Re lebogela mahoko ao ba le bantsi a gona le kgaitshwana e ba tenega wa bona gore ebile a go tlhoka gore ba cooperate, but ke mahoko a ke a amogelang gore wa re jaanong o boletse team ya gago gore ta bolentse le ba dibuka tsa PAC periodically so that you advance the issues. That is what we are looking for. Ke sone se re se batang tota ka gore lemogile gore dibuka tse di lepega di le jwa hela go setse 2 weeks pele ga go appear. Yona ga batho ba tsena ba iphitlhela e le gore go ha le go ba tie nakonyana e telelenyana gore ba resolve dikgang tse di leng mo teng. So re lebogela seo right. So honorable members, anyone who wants to maybe respond to what he has just said?
Yeah. Chairman, ne ke re gona le tse pedi tse ne gongwe ne di tlhoka tlhaloso gone ka no ka letlane re ka feta ka tsone tse pedi ka pelanyana.
Ga di ke tsa bona phatla mo dibukeng
Nyarra ha ne re ka di bua fela re fetse pele re tsena mo dibukeng.
Okay. Ne ke re le gongwe e pele ha o heta ka tsone gongwe just go mo ga dikgaba ka sena se bua.
Okay.
Honorable Pologolo.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Thank you and good evening, Ambassador. I don't know why you leave that title. I think it's because you want to present yourself as a newcomer in the ministry, and it doesn't really help. But in any case, we hear what you're saying. It is a good feedback. Mehela, before you le an issue concerning a building in China, which at the time when we were here, were handed over to the committee, and AG had to look at the contract. And some of us were adamant that there should be something besides just an agreement between two parties. So I was hoping that it would have been one of the things that you would report on, and so that we put the matter to rest. I guess
you'll report on it.
Okay.
Honorable
Thank you.
Mfazane, anything that you wish to say in respect to what he has just said?
Yeah, tata kaha willing gatin. That's the spirit. Serele zango America gasone together because little nahala ka na PS. It consumes a lot of your time leleha because dilodia bedisan nasin. You can imagine where you spend na kueka ya maloba kumpeku you are here this time banakola pengo ba bitsara papaotali. So that will harmonize ground go dilebella ka hano bua ka teng. It will harmonize our working relationship. Little now ta bona we enjoy go ta go PAC ya go ntse ja. But having said that na ke amogela ke itumela go robo we lemogile that way. Our intention is not go leka go khontsha o pekana go leka go supa gore re bo man re rai. It is important that the public knows know what is happening the madiabone. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Ratseor va represent the VIA majority parliament. No bua ka kanya China, but let me just hear gore Honorable Bewari, are you coming up with new things or?
Okay, yes, sir, there are new things. Should I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Brief, sir.
Thank you.
Because really we have the books.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ambassador, we meet again. Let's talk about your training plan. Do you have a training program?
I think I should be very honest with you. The training board has not been met. It's one of those functional structures that are not robustly working. It's one of those structures that I would like to be revamped, to be made robust. So the training plan as we speak is ad hoc. So we receive scholarships from countries that are well disposed to Botswana, be they from Asian countries or wherever. And then we identify officers. I want a training plan that I can share with the committee to say, this is the document, this is the plan for the next 5 years or so. So we'll put that in place.
So your ministry has not sent anyone for further studies, especially masters?
What I know is these offers from these friendly countries, they are short-term. I think mostly we are focusing on short-term programs.
There's one officer from your ministry, I'm not sure if she's from your ministry, who was sent to go and do masters last year. Are you aware?
No, I'm not aware, sir.
You're not aware?
Yes.
Is anyone aware? Okay. Maybe you want to inform him?
Ambassador, you got a brief.
Sometimes, Chair, it's easier when, if I do request that we have been sworn, the two of us. But sometimes, if there's an officer sitting behind me who has more information or details, perhaps he or she could also be sworn in so that they can, instead of, because I foresee a situation whereby they will whisper to my ear, I answer, a follow-up question comes, I look at them again, and then it takes your time and that of the committee.
That's very true. Ambassador, maybe you should swear her in. Who has the information? Yeah. Occupy. Thank you very much. I
Huitsman Tidimani,
swear by Almighty God
swear by Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give
that the evidence I shall give
before this Committee of Parliament
before this Committee of Parliament
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing else but the truth.
and nothing else but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you very much. Kana maimo a go ke yene? Senior manager.
Era, ne ke tshwaretse Deputy PS gompieno.
Oh, you are Deputy PS now, today, for this purpose. Okay? Deputy PS, can you please help answer Norma Bell's question?
Thank you, Chairman.
Before you speak, Deputy PS, you're under oath, I get it.
I'm under oath.
So which means you'll tell the truth.
I'll tell the truth.
You know that when we ask questions, we have the truth.
It's okay, let her answer.
We have two officers who are on master's program. We have one oiling in 2023. He's in China. He's called Thabo Masita. Then we had one who was sent to Geneva last year. Her name is Sami Baiz.
I'm interested on Sami Baiz.
Oh, okay.
Is your ministry, are you able to send people from outside your ministry? Foreign affairs can go trade. What is the story there?
She's foreign affairs officer.
She's foreign affairs officer. Our Ministry of Trade?
No.
So she's your officer?
She's our officer. She's in our payroll.
She's in your payroll?
Yeah.
Was there any special dispensation done for her to be sent to do this masters? Who's paying for her masters?
It's paid for by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How was she selected?
We got instruction from OP.
You got an instruction from OP. Yes. Yes, there's a lot of work to be done. Some favor was done and a special dispensation was done for her. And an instruction came from Office of the President for your ministry to send her. This is very bad because your staff is really in pain because of that. Really, you have to follow up on this and somebody must account. Somebody must account. Even in Office of the President, somebody has to account. This one you have to follow up on it and close it. Somebody must account.
Yep. Account office I get
ke honorable chair.
How easy, Ambassador. You had another one or that?
Yes, sir. The next one, PS. Arwegabo ambassador. Our ambassadors across the world. Banale threshold ya go spend to how much to authorize Madi to how much. Agree honale cap ya director, honale ya PS. Ya ba ambassador o netsa mafukai ba khona go authorize go fitla fukai.
Senior manager?
Thank you. Threshold is at 100,000.
100,000 pula?
Pula.
100,000 pula.
Yes,
have you ever had an incident where an ambassador went overboard? Is there an issue that you are following up where an ambassador went overboard and went beyond what they are allowed within the law?
I know of none, sir.
PS yourself?
I know none, sir.
Anybody within your team? Or you want to hear it from me?
Please.
You'll not hear it from me. Check your team.
Okay. They're saying that under oath, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Please go and find out and send some form of a report to this committee, because you are going to find one,
Okay.
possibly in Japan.
Okay.
I'm giving you a direction.
Thank you very much.
Go and find out.
Thank you very much. Honorable Poloholo, you were raising the issue of China. There were issues again on Belgium. I think there were also issues around New York, the wiring.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this one was more to remind ourselves as to where we are. Like I said earlier, you were, at the time, you produced an agreement between parties, and we are adamant that there should be some certificate. And the chairman went further to say, are you saying you don't even have a receipt to prove that Botswana government owns a property? So I thought it was one of those that you would come back today with better and more informed position. And in any case, to even provide documentation in a form of certificate to that effect.
Yes, that is just one, yes. Honorable Ambassador, not Honorable, Ambassador. I know why he doesn't want to be called Ambassador. He's a humble man, but we poker.
Thank you very
Go
much.
ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, Chair. Yes, when we appeared last week, we adduced the contract, which we have still annexed to this report. And attached to this contract between the government of Botswana and the government of the People's Republic of China is an ownership certificate. It's a house property ownership certificate, which I should inform the Honorable Committee that currently it is still in the name of the Chinese government, or that authority representing the Chinese government, and the embassy is seized with this matter to ensure that this ownership certificate bears the name of the Botswana government or the Botswana embassy in Beijing. I should go further, Honorable Chair, to state that, or to restate that, in China, nobody can own land. And having said so, I should say that the process of acquiring property globally for our missions, it follows a legal route. So if you want to purchase an embassy, whether it's in New York or in Beijing, we will engage the Attorney General's chambers. Even for the properties that we lease, which we don't own, and they will be involved all the step of the way, so that it is to avoid a situation where maybe somebody who is not very familiar with the local the terrain takes a unilateral decision that differs with what the government of Botswana would. So there's that quality assurance, if you will. There's that sanctioning by the Attorney General's chamber. So this process, I'm informed, followed the same. It's only that where we are now, the ownership certificate is taking long to reflect the names of the Botswana embassy in Beijing. Otherwise, this is a faithful, a truthful, a transactional process that has been followed. I don't know if I'm answering. Chair.
No, the audit says or request of you to produce evidence to what you just said, ownership of that property. So this is what the concern has been. And I guess it is not something that to verify, because there has to be proper records. Unless you are saying, no, even if you don't have that, you can verify by some documentation from Attorney General. That is what the committee is requesting. Or there is no verification. We want to believe that the property is pretty much owned by Botswana government, but we don't have anything concrete to prove that. And why is it taking forever to have that? Are you encountering any challenges? And if you do, how can we be assisted going forward?
You know, Honorable Chair, I would have wished that when we reappear, we could produce the certificate of ownership bearing the name of the Botswana Embassy. I would have loved that. And I've been engaging the acting ambassador in Beijing to find out what is so difficult. You write to the government of the People's Republic of China, you request a meeting. What is the problem? Maybe since very soon, since our minister will be traveling to China very soon, maybe this is a matter that I should talk to him so that he can also intervene or assist.
How old is the purchase?
The building was purchased in 2008.
Is a certificate?
Yes.
There's something I missed there. 2008, you're talking about how many years? 17 years. Without a certificate. I think it's worrying.
This is why, Honorable Chair, I'm also saying that we are exploring avenues of how we could really expedite this matter. And I'm just sharing with the committee that since our minister will be traveling to Beijing, I will request him that he takes up this matter.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Are you traveling with him? Because you could remind him whilst you are in China.
He'll be traveling with one of the deputy permanent secretaries.
Okay.
Short follow-up.
Yes, short follow-up.
Yes.
Uncle.
Hone mehela kana ho ngore bua ka melao e re sa itse hore tsamayang ko China. But normally hela transfer of landed properties, of plots of buildings, it's ana ko e kae, the normal way. Le gore there must be 1 or 2 or 3 reasons for the delay. I agree you are communicating with the government or the powers that be. There should be reasons, but not reasons for delay. Whether they accept they accept. Thank you.
Yeah, Pierce.
I'm not sure, Pierce, but now, according to my understanding, this matter is bearing on the fact that Chinese law, according to Chinese law, you can't buy land from them, but you get land on lease arrangements, which is 70 years for China. So I don't know how this is interfering with the process of us converting the ownership of the property. We can own the land, but the property is what we have. I don't know, Ramona.
Chairman, can I understand something?
Yes, please.
If they have a 70-year lease period, don't we have a lease, 70 years at least? You can't get it.
This contract that we have attached talks about that period there's an article that talks about that. I'm trying to quickly look for it. Article 3.
There's a bit of a problem relying on to a contract between two parties. There's no way China is involved in here. There's a sale between the buyer and the seller. And I think your earlier response should be the one that we go with. Yaore, you need more time, perhaps for the minister to make a more, robust inquiry on the matter. Because, like the chairman was saying, it is quite disturbing that 17 years later, you still don't have a certificate. And yet, in your own response, there should at least be a property certificate to that effect.
Yeah.
So that is the document which we believe you should be able to provide. Yeah.
Yeah. We are giving you a benefit of the doubt. Or maybe hitherto, the issue has not been vigorously pursued. So you take it upon yourself to vigorously pursue it. And then you produce the necessary documents.
Exactly, Chair. That is our plea.
Sorry.
My heads are the response because we want to give you the benefit of the doubt.
That summation, sir.
Yeah. Honorable Nageng?
Although we don't have much time, Mekana probably, as we interrogate the matter, we might be giving you, the kagolodi, like the managers earlier on said, in China, you can't buy a property. I agree you said that. In China.
You can buy property, you can buy land. You can buy land. It's pretty much the same as it.
The same
yes.
Yeah, I want her words. What did you say?
That you can buy land but can own property.
So you can buy land, but you can buy developed property, developed land. Is that your stand? Because you see, you cannot say, I'm buying this building and not buying the land. To me, it doesn't make sense because you cannot separate them. So it could be a case whereby you cannot buy undeveloped land. But once the land is developed, you can buy.
No, but you see, they're talking about a different jurisdiction. You're talking about Botswana, they're talking about China. So in China, it does look like you can't buy the land, but you can buy the property on it. That is the explanation. That is why we are saying we give them a chance to vigorously pursue the matter.
Is that the case?
So, what has happened is that our embassy in Beijing has purchased this building, which is 1,000 square meters or so. The land is about over 3,000. So they are leasing the land, but have purchased the building.
So what's the problem? I mean, Chairman, unless I don't understand.
I don't think you understand because you're thinking about Botswana laws.
No.
When you're supposed to deal with China.
No, I'm not thinking Botswana law. By the way, I'm an expert in land.
In Botswana?
Property. I'm a property valuer. I'm a real estate expert. But you see, to me, unless you're not explaining it clearly to me, what were we buying as Botswana? Were we buying the building or we thought we were buying the land? Just that question quickly.
Ideally, Honorable Chair, you would want to buy the land.
No, just answer the question. Ideally, what were we buying ourselves? Were we buying the land or were we buying the building?
We were buying the building.
And we were conforming to the laws of China.
Yes.
We're buying the building.
Yes, and we bought it.
We bought the building.
Yes.
Yes. So we know the land doesn't belong to us.
Yes.
And at the same time, earlier on, you said you can lease the building for 70 years.
The land.
Or the land.
The land. Because the building we purchased, it's ours.
Okay. So the China, it's just that title.
The ownership certificate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Therefore, ka manager ana ba ka telantlha ha re go China kana ha ke wa rona re tsamaile melao ya China re siame ke hela a ka bua to go and find out and interrogate further why are we not getting the certificate. Finally, Caribbean Nakwami, I said the chairman, finally we were buying from who? No, I mean an individual. I don't need the name. I can buy it. Were you buying from an individual or from a company?
My understanding is that it's from a company.
And that company, did it own the land legitimately?
You can't own the land in China.
No. I mean the building. Sorry. I never owned that building. I can't never raise the same building.
Yes.
I never own a center.
That is our understanding.
Okay. Let me. Can I animal? Honorable Paul.
We are giving him the chance.
Okay.
Or a pesue matarao with the energy and the vigor that he can master, and then we will get feedback from him.
Yeah, but based on Sasi Wheeling earlier, the minister will probably travel.
Yes, that's what he did.
With one of the deputy peers. It just got me thinking, how many peers, deputy peers do you have?
Three, Honorable Chair.
So at any point in time when this issue was raised, was any of the deputy peers around? And you said you were new.
Certainly, I think one of them should have been there.
So one of them would be aware of this matter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, fresh start, we allow that, like the chair was saying, you pursue it. Another one moving forward was the building in New York. We know there's a line here that you hope to have completed the exercise as advised by August 2025. And August 2025 is just a few months away.
Yes.
2-3 months? 3 months. Are we on course to meet the deadline?
Our understanding is that we are on course because these remedial works that need to be done so that the embassy then requests for a letter of authority which will give rise to the occupancy certificate started in February this year. So that's a period of about 7 months or so. So we have engaged with them even after our appearance last week. We re-engaged our mission in New York, and they have ascertained that indeed they will be able to complete.
Okay. So you got an assurance from New York?
Exactly, Chair.
From our embassy there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, from our ambassador or from?
Currently, there is no ambassador. I think it was the Shajida affair.
Okay. All right. We have another issue.
I think we are done with these ones, unless you allow me to go to my the one closest to my heart, staff welfare.
No, do I allow you? I thought you talked about it last time. So we were clearing these matters and then going to the books.
Okay, no, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Chair.
Thank you very much. Let's now look at your books. Deputy PS, can you please give way to the finance chief? Welcome back again, Mamsa Washebi. We go to the books. Technical advisor.
Okay,
let's go through the books.
Let's go to the memo, part 1. On page 1, we memo the top table. We memo the bottom table. I think page 2 is a continuation. Make able to at the rate at which this is being paid.
Can you explain?
No, she's owing 61,000. They didn't recover anything this year, and for the year we're looking at, and then for 2 years, 2023 and 2024, only 500 was paid. But I'm not going to go
accounting officer. For 3 years now, the person has paid 500 pula.
The good thing, the good thing now, because she is making an effort, I think we should appreciate that. The question is, I'm optimistic, sir.
You are not?
I'm optimistic that because we are being assisted by Aegis Chambers on this matter.
Mutowa Rudwezuka advisor. 500 in 3 years. 500 in 3 years to offset 60,000. You are a very optimistic man. But it helps sometimes.
Ke tsola le batho, Honorable Chair, ke gore ga o itse gore motho e ne le maidi a amogela bokai a ba boela mo Botswana a ba sa bereki. O nna very sympathetic.
Yeah, you've got to try your luck in social work, eh? Yeah, but I think it was a legitimate question, very fair question. Me, I think it's not only motivate our lene le bua lene ha ile re se mo se ka tswa go bata jalo go bata le skala la nna bo mabipela go thata ke re madi a se tshaba me le ene kana 60 yolo o mo dirisitse a re tswelle pele.
Page 3. I don't know, Honorable, do you want to memo this Chancery UN?
Yes, the ones that you just talked about.
That's the one year Beijing, which we will memo. What about the 1 year permanent mission? That's the one where they failed to get a certificate of occupancy. And on a state, so we memo.
Yeah, we memo. Those that we have just talked about.
Okay. We memo those two?
Honorable 1,000, sorry. No, 1,000.
Occupation certificate. What was your findings? Nelibuaka or Bata actually architect or the engineers Hopala and what the occupation certificate. I thought for Hompian water should say Karabum Ebutokanya.
Honorable Chair, you know, the opportunity, I had the opportunity to engage further with the missions. And what I found out was that there is a multiple factors. On the one hand, then the project stops. There are the renovations, you know, the remedial works, maybe for 2 years or so. 2018, 2022, but also the defects. The defects, there were many, I think more than 20 defects that were identified. So they will be carrying out all these remedial works, and then save for the fire alarm system, which now needed even the reprogramming. And then there's a particular company that is that installed it, which has expertise in the reprogramming. So Leone, Nane Kiri, Honorable Chair, referring the opportunity, Yaka the mission, Itlamile jana kiba botsana kiba interrogate the bubang assurance that February 2025 to August 2025, we will be done with this remedial works that we apply for the letter of authority at the municipality. Kenekiri, Naki Kopefela Dialo, Honorable Chair, Lord, for this opportunity, sir.
Roll Tausi, Kopokio.
But it's just to caution you, CS. Kore, Hajitore, Haintiana Mutugai, Ugai Bitare, Kanagore, you are renting somewhere. Again, Hanean, or you are renting somewhere. Yet you bought a property worth more than 60 million. Or you bought it for 44 million, and you repaired Hape 16,000. This is
16 million?
Graga 16 million repairs. If you add this together, you find it's a 16 million. Or it's lying idle for the past 14 years. And even if it means you are going to even spend more. What if a bag of cement used to cost £10? Kana 14 years down the line, obviously, it's the stomach over $100. So, Tota, I don't know, but one embark this building, in this state. Holiness cannot take 2 days to program. I don't know if you will get a feedback proper in a higher if need be. Why don't you sell this property once and for all and consider Horeka with that money? Let's inspector fully. This is a habitable place. You spend my dear maintenance, you spend my dear mangwe, more renting. Now that's my take, Chair. We must sell this.
Aremelo gast pil harekisa. What is all has?
Maybe.
Aremelo gast.
Honorable Chair,
okay.
Just for record purposes, that we are using this bill. It's a chancery, office. Now, sitting where I am, Honorable Chair, how the fire alarm system is not is defective. But we are not. We are using it. We are not renting another building.
So we are using it.
We are using it. We have occupied it.
Sorry, you are using it without an occupation certificate.
That's what. Yes, sir.
You are putting Banaba to more in danger. Like Ubuaka and Akanyoya Amulil. You are putting them in danger. How you are using the building, then it's not occupation certificate. If anything happens, even an insurance cannot cover them. You see? So, it has to be treated with the utmost agency. That thing is fixed and get an occupation certificate.
So you are illegal squatters there in a foreign land. But none of we tell August. I don't know what members are thinking. August, then we'll take it from there. Thank you very much. We proceed.
Okay, let's go to page 4.
Page 4.
In I am Accountant General. Is this one? I move 50. Is it there most statement 50? Because kind of this person, it says here that according to the law, yeah, Brussels, claims for recovery of such overpayments are not to be recovered, so it's not legally feasible to pursue it, and the person has since passed away.
Anyone 15. Accountant General, Auditor General?
I think we should just close this.
Attorney General?
We should just close this, but what I don't know, I thought so cool. Here we should just close it, because I don't see any OPC.
The advisor is saying we should close it. To talk ahead, say, Malaulu and House are late. You are further because we are late.
What's that thing? Move 15.
No.
No, booth. But anyway, you.
How come I saw I
Hello, no.
Killing the liver to Wahatamela Massi.
Yeah, me, before we close, this is an overpayment. As is the norm, we have to follow the same route here, rated through Attorney General. Okay, oh, this person is part of. Oh, okay, no, it's not a true Attorney General. They also could be right off.
That is if it's the loss thing in because not given it.
It's also hit a gout in general. I see hit the Attorney General.
But here we close it. There's no point for now that OPC will close it.
Close it. There we move.
The bottom table, we memo number 2. Number 5, page 5, we memo the bottom table. And number 6, repatriation. Page 6.
Yes.
There's still sums owing.
You still pursuing them? You have COVID. Are you still pursuing them?
Chair, this one is a little bit difficult. If you look at the last sentence hearing, however, 2 have already made their payments. The ministry requests that this be rendered a bad debt or be written off. We are of the view that, during COVID-19 pandemic, when the epidemic struck and some of our nationals were caught up wherever they were, those who were studying, sent by the institutions, they were able to repatriate them. Individuals, these are individuals who were stranded there, and the government, on its benevolence or on compassionate ground, decided to repatriate them. Now, I don't know why we have made them to pay. If you recall, Chair, globally, governments were repatriating their own people. We are watching television to see what this virus, COVID-19 virus, is spread from which country to which country. And we held our breath. Hey, our kids, our children, our relatives are not affected. So a political decision at that time was taken to repatriate these people. So when a political decision is made to repatriate Botswana, and then we make them pay. I don't know, Chair. That is why I'm praying that this matter be written off. Here too. If need be, yes, sir.
Okay. Honorable members?
Ke tsongwa ke gore mo go yone go na le ba eseng Batswana according to the records here. Bone an re yang ka bone. 4 of them. And in fact, how did it start? Why ba ne ba tsena mo ba neng ba Batswana le bone? But we eletswe jang bone se Batswana?
These people are non-Botswana, but they are Botswana residents.
Mr. Chair.
This repatriation, wasn't it Botswana ban outside Botswana?
Yes.
Botswana resident. Warba go iragalang ka bone.
They are non-Botswana. They are not citizens of Botswana, but they are residing in Botswana. That is my understanding.
But how was it our business then? Lively, they are residing in Botswana. Baliko balinting ko, ba ikisitse ka bobone. Kana ne ba isitswe ke government wa Botswana ko. Why would we take that burden of repatriating non-Botswana to Botswana, although it's Botswana?
Those are the questions that we are asking ourselves. Me, what I know, and I watched what happened at the time, Honorable Chair. And you can visualize it. When people are abroad and are congregating, residents at that time, I foresee a situation where I don't know. I wasn't there, but that is why I say this is a very difficult matter.
There are 4 of them.
Yes.
And motho mo kana resident ya Botswana ka gore ona le business kwano go se mo kana na resident ya ka gore ona le mokapelo kwano hela jalo tota ena associate le Botswana than any other place kana ko yewa kere so wa rene ba le 4 hela mme wa re bilo ba kopela gore bothe anong ba itshwarela right so kare wena ona le bothatanyana le bone ba ba 4 ba a ke tsura ba bangwe ona rambe maslaring thank you the PS is pleading for tota
Through you, Chair. Canada, this is it's now in the books. I doubt you can get a write-off based on sympathy. But here we'll monitor it because it's there in the need. I say right if it will always be there. But then for write-off, there has to be valid reasons show you attempted or
you are saying there cannot be any write-off based on compassion?
No. I don't think it would be acceptable. Accountant General.
Compassion?
No agreement. Agree, these were private citizens. Then Boba for Horinya, Hali Dwella Retlat is a plain quite go Quadisababa, Italica, Quadisababa, Litisaqua. Ilitumala.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, your name eating the booking here. Yes, right.
No, Ronar cancel. Let me process your nation to
process it for
you. Cancel.
If Babata right to they can follow the process. Yes.
No, what the Huta via Rona or Rona and me, how we tell a jalo, it are pill process follow your not mirari.
May I be allowed to speak, yes, Mr. Chairman? Not for so long as due diligence process and procedures are followed. Strongly as the ambassador feels, it is incumbent upon him and his office to request for a write-off following proper channels. But speaking as a politician, that will also mean gore ba e leng gore bone ba setse ba duetswe ha e le gore go nna le write-off, they get their money back. And as far as I'm concerned, ke ra ke o ketsa mo go se se buang le bone ba e leng gore they are non-Batswana, you shouldn't leave them out. How kopa for that write-off? Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Honorable Mabeo, your opinion matters here. I wish you would have cancelled our opinion. It Ambassador, actually, it's a benefit from the opinion of all of us. We're only 5 years.
I can a contribution.
Honorable Munareng. Okay.
Me kare technical advisor on akila aleka gore I refer like a kuba molao ka ko rutor wore mare.
E molao ra uta me an o kare ha e khanki go follow up procedure ya go kopa write off.
There were 94 passengers. So who are these Ambassadorial? Because there were 94 passengers coming from. How many are we talking about?
It's only two.
Only 2 out of the 94.
50. Yeah. Ambassador.
That's it.
It's 35.
35.
It's only that out of the 4 non-Batswana who do it 2.
Can you write what duel? Yeah, no,
but with that one then, Chair.
That changes the story.
Exactly.
That changes the story.
Yeah, if others have paid, we have to go after those who haven't paid.
Yeah, no, that changes the story. Ambassador, no. I think none gets out of the 2. Change the story. Right.
With the benefit of new information, it is only proper that those who still owe, but please we have to make right their debt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Even a payment plan, if it means Mariatingamanzi, they can still make a payment plan.
Yeah.
What else the difficulty? I get 35. What's the difficulty with it? It's in
Yeah, you have a correct duel. Mihail 35 idiots. I hope you have please.
So I wanted to know what's the difficulty in following them up payment.
Do you have anything to say in respect to what she has just said?
35 years since I do it, Basalava do a labo. Humpiano Harris ever no pro do it.
Milava Pesua vigorously. Yeah.
Have you contacted Attorney General Kaisha thing there?
Even the write-up is not. It's completely different. The number is increasing.
Yeah, to 35.
It is increasing.
And keep our king ambassador Ali in the dark on this matter. Finance manager.
Yeah,
can't you worry? Mela Butalo to Milka nights information. But hello, ambassador, how he eats it? Why? Is it because?
Why? It's in a sense a question and Klebu and Kanan Batswana. Yabube Dikionates and Yamu.
Yeah. Harry Bua, how to change the story rotian. There is no benefit out of 35. No was at the Ramthouse Hela and Harvard duel, Bilavan Batswana duel. Nihalan, how do 35? The story kind of changes completely. Papa only one about Pesu. Sergas Butsa is about 3 years, 4 years ago. When I look little leader is Attorney General. Does the word apply?
Yes.
Prescription?
Yes.
Ma?
Yes.
It does apply to this situation.
Error. Unless Bagadira only payment plan, indicates on the cure and the prescription. Have accept the liability.
Okay. Have they accepted liability in writing? If one may ask.
No, sir. Ga go na le nako ya go tlatsa difomo ka nako ya teng ga no tswa ko mahelong a na amilwe ke mogare le go wa tumela hela no ra motšhe yana this social distancing you remember no te o se ka ba khom ha ba tswa ba lenda go sa trans ga airport ga ba khom ile re ba handle over to Ministry of Health officials to ba ba quarantine because that is that scenario. We should not forget this scenario.
But Ambassador, batho ba bangwe ba duetse ebile ba appreciate gore ne ba bona thuso yo neo yaanong ba duetse ba le 35 kana go taba gore gore yaanong ba le ba duetse ba 35 ba busetswa madi a bone ha e le ra cancel. And I think you still can pursue the matter. Can you pursue it with the Attorney General? Thank you very much.
But we'll monitor anyway because call attention is system with the booking. Nekere we will monitor system with the booking school to say.
Okay.
We won't go away.
Won't go away.
Eh.
Yes, that's why we are saying I pursue kindly Attorney General.
Whatever decision they make, whether or are they going to write off, are they going to what? They will have to do it. There's a process of doing.
But that's what we are saying, advisor. That's exactly what we are saying. Lanta neke to kare rare. How about to robo two? Then how does the root or what ways Valentinians? Rare have met a rat to pursue the Attorney General so that due process is followed to pursue them. That's what we are saying.
Is the American Accountant General, it's them all?
Yes, madam. It's fine.
It's them 15. They'll continue to report on it. What page, ma'am? Oh, yeah. Let's go to page 14. Dealt with the two tables. 15 dealt with.
Slow down. 14, you said?
14 has been dealt with. It's like a panel on a good general. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, all dealt with. Let's go to page 22. We clear 4 and 5.
You're on 22?
Yes. We clear 4 and 5. We memo 2 and 7. The rest are dealt with. So let's go to the Auditor General's report.
Auditor General's report.
Monka will obey the report pele ga di annexures. This thing ila ga di annexures. It's after annexure P. After annexure, after the blue things. After the blue. Oh, Canada not all blue. After annexure P. After annexure P. Yes.
And what is the number in there?
It should start with table of contents. Starts with table of contents.
Starts with table of content.
Okay. After annexure P.
No,
A. A. This one.
This one.
Yeah. After. Are we all there?
We'll get there. Let's continue.
Okay, this is the Okay. That's the revenue. So, page one. To start with, is that number, the top one is dealt with in another paragraph. So, paragraph 15, revenue results, we monitor. Page 2, we monitor. 3, we monitor. Page 4 is the development fund. Okay, unless you have comments, we monitor page 4. Page 5, we monitor. Page 6, we monitor. We're done with the development. Now we go to the recurrent. We monitor 7, monitor 8, monitor 9. We had an over expenditure. There's the difference. The actual expenditure error other part of the. Okay. Let's go to page 10. Account general thank you, second. Hey. We monitor page 11. Monitor page 12. Monitor 13. We monitor page 14, monitor 15. This balance this one, co-branding our brand Australia. Page 15.
Oh, sorry, more page 4. Like it, I will be second house Kenya. Home explanation the contractor failed to attend to defects. When I got close your house Kenya now.
Page back?
And what will be second page 4.
Okay.
Here in the contractor paragraph here. Or the contractor failed to attend to some defects. Good class.
Sure. Oh, okay.
Very last sentence.
Which one? Addis Ababa. Or Addis Ababa? Which one is it? Page?
Addis Ababa, Honorable Chair. On page 4, it says that the project is completed. But then, however, the contractor failed to attend because Hosa Dumalanwi. Basa Dumalan, they are liable. So we are explaining it further if you read it, Honorable Chair, that we have sent a team as we speak. They are somewhere in Japan. From there, they go to Addis Ababa. On the 8th of June, they'll be landing there. So that they sit down and they discuss. It's a technical team. If part of them, that's a co-minister of Transport and Public Works.
Matata, but they were talking
Yes, sir.
The cost they are royal, cracking till a honale. There's a solar nothing. Rita Helayan on the Ritsayamo the expenses and these are for Galing. Crack school like our solve you differences. It's about Baos like a whole emisa kgang ya gore kontraka jang. When you look at the costs of accommodation, the costs of the flight,
Honorable Chair, can I Honorable Monaghi, my experience, I was PS in the Ministry of Infrastructure and Housing Development at some point. Even that embassy, when it was constructed, I think I was the PS there. I saw value in sending a technical team there to go and have another assessment. The government of Botswana, so that we really protect our interests. It's critical, Honorable Monaghi. You know, you may be having an experience, Honorable Monaghi, but you know, there are some entities out there, Makanyang, out there, without pointing a finger at a particular country. So we want to do a thorough due diligence and make sure that we protect our interests and have our own people, our own team, safeguard those interests. So Foreign Affairs, one of our commandates is to protect the interests of Botswana, even in that aspect.
No, I understand.
Okay, let's go to 15. Nikira, if I'm making a dress on. Hasn't Zaira? Kira branding.
Branding. Ba mo process mbaraka for branding purposes.
Yeah, I thought that I remember this balance from way back. But anyway, let's go 16, we monitor.
May I, wait a minute, page 16. The statement and the comment are a bit confusing. Can we have clarity on that?
Ko Kuwait go duetswe di salary tsa bohelo go sa lebelele gore ne go sa madi a donation e tswang ko government so madi a teng ba depositile ka April
A depositile
ke the government ya Kuwait.
But in your comments, usupa an over expenditure.
Like over expenditure, who spend lo go no sena any remittance, but rile madi a tsena ka April ba e cover.
Thank you.
Do you monitor? Yes, we monitor. Kike madi a nang a tsena a tswa hela. Page 14, we monitor. I'm at 17.
You're at 17.
17 we monitor, 18 monitor. 19 we monitor. We monitor 20. Okay.
20.
Page?
20 we close.
Sorry?
We close some in 20.
Oh,
How
okay.
can you mean from Karabo, Mokoto to Felicitas we have verified?
The Karabo?
Okay. Sorry, from Kaboyao Nepalidi to Felicitas we have verified, we checked, we close.
Okay.
Yes.
And then my
then the last one also we close.
Okay, we monitor. Okay, narration here. Para 69. No, whether no need to no need to we now address the things which are there.
No?
Who address it with in or detail. Recovery. Paragraph 69. All that narration. No, Koro, there's too much narration here. Things as we expect to be present in tabular form. Have us a balance for that. You no need to report on it.
Okay.
Statement 15. Those are ministry or yes, I change all the time. They will be shown no statement 15 or kimo. Those are the items that you should report down. It's an movie. And then page 22, dealt with in 669. One. The narration is that there's no training bond liability. High so you don't report on it.
Okay.
Repatriation advances. The material, oh, they lost the son and what. Okay. Remember?
It doesn't quite tell you.
The Matiba family lost a son. They requested assistance. Paid the debt. The initial amount was what? So what's it? Was it the 7,000?
Yeah.
How it is they've been paying or what? I don't know what about the balance. I think these are, but I think the families they assisted with this. But what about what look at them? What? Yeah, tell us about honorable. Chief accountant.
No, the Kobamelo Tibamelo.
The chief accountant explain over what is this repatriation advance.
Okay. Ke repatriation advance ke madi a assistileng di family go tlisa ha bana le baswi ko ntle kana ba tlhoka any assistance la isa muswi go motho a le stranded. Mainly go thusiwa ba ileng gore ba tlhokagaletse ko mahatsebe family ya go kopa assistance ko ministry.
On condition that batla duela
ba undertake gore batla duela.
So ya ga Matiba motho o na studies a sponsor le ke botsadi hela ko a sa sponsor wa ke government.
Okay, we monitor. We memo. 23 we memo.
Chair, sir. Chair.
Yes.
I think, yes, we know that it should be monitored. And the narration at the bottom, if you look at line number 2, page 22, towards the end there it says that the initial amount was 65,656.11. A payment of 450 was made, leaving a balance of 7106.11. This should be speaking to what is on the table there, which shows an opening balance of 7556.11 instead of the 65.
Page 22.
That's what I picked, but I was too compassionate to pursue.
You're a social worker right beside yourself.
450 ke payment e ba e dirileng year under review. Sekoloto se se mo tsoko go 65,656 pula 11. So balance asset now is 7.1 06.11 per.
Wa duela motho eh?
Wa duela.
Okay. Page 22 we memo, page 23 we memo, 24 we memo, 25 we memo the top table, we monitor. The bottom we monitor page 26, monitor 27, monitor 28, 29 we close 4, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 29.
28?
I said monitor.
No.
Oh, okay. You close London, Brussels. Oh, you close London, Brussels, Stockholm. The rest we what? We monitor.
And Brazil.
And Brazil.
And Brazil. The rest we monitor. Eh? Statement of arrears of revenue. We close 7, 8, 9, 10, and 4. The rest we memo. 30 we close 17 and 18 and 20. The rest we memo. Sorry? On page 30 we close 17 and 18 and 20.
And 19.
19 another balance and 19, okay. The rest we memo. 31 we memo 30. We memo 30, then we close the rest.
Sorry. 30. We close.
Sorry.
Okay. So we close all.
Sorry,
Only I confused.
And number 27, 28, and 29.
Really, Chair.
Okay,
the accountant is us as the committee. She can chip in. She shouldn't lead us to say it would close or monitor. Please, can she correct that?
Sorry.
30 closed or?
Yeah, 30 close all.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry. I can present the page 31.
30, I said we close all.
Okay.
No.
Which one? 31, I mean to say.
Okay.
Yeah. 32, we close.
32, we memo all.
We memo all. $33, we close all. 34, we close 63 and 62. The rest we memo. 35, we close 65, 66 and 64. The rest we memo. We memo, we monitor page 36. Monitor page 37. We memo page 38. We memo the top table, page 39, and we close the bottom. We, I don't have a statement, ma. We memo the top table, page 40.
Can we deal with back to 39?
Okay.
The comment says the matter has been referred to AG to assist in recovery. Can you get better comment on this?
AGC.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Metaroga Charles Ntwagale, officer o handlang update ko re arang ha kgone go bonala ba communicate le ministry gore ba ba thuse go bona ko Mr. Charles Salenteng.
He's a big man. Yes. I don't think that could be. This is not the kind of person you say you can't find. Huh?
Erra gati di address tsene di provide lo go itletsa so go go tsone e be ba ibusetsa kwa clienteng gore a assist.
Yeah.
Client.
Yeah. Gore go tswana hela la hore o bata phologolo o na re phologolo ko kanyo west what how monia o ngwa ho dugetse ko ntwe engwe ka go side ya ntwe go ra o mona batho ba ta go bolela go kae ha o ya bone kwa lente. So this is a prominent personality, so I don't think the argument that you can't find him suffices. He doesn't. Na ke akanya hela gore gone ha gongwe ga se gore go tsenngwa masheta a lekaneng go bata batho ba ba kolotang.
Alemon, kira the Lola.
Halimbon.
Re tla leka go thusa Honorable Chair. What I know is that khona go ra ba travel ka re ona le malapa a mangwenyana go gongwenyana outside the country, so mo wa travel and
Yeah. Me ambassador, ke dumela gore if you apply yourself, you'll find this person. If you are admitting or we don't put in the effort, Lene, I don't think Utilo, he will be very upset. Or yeah, please.
Page 40, we memo both tables. Attorney General, has there been any recoveries? I mean, what's the latest?
You're on the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one. Attorney. What's the latest?
Is that the one we are looking at?
First one.
Equal age, the last time after judgment, they never sister Simon Sorry Moto at the Hosopi, Kaisa Duel. May only saving remaining Rabaquala, Reba guide, annually 70,000 were multiple grading, and a C4. C3, C2.
But I guess the commentary is very clear that there is a judgment. Maybe Attorney General is better placed to guide us on this one.
Ke kopa go itisa moragonyana.
About to Samaranya.
Erra.
Can we proceed?
Okay. We memo the bottom table. Let's go to page 41. Yes.
Concerning the C-band areas, there is a way in which we handle them at Office of Accounting. Actually, C-band areas, there is a way. Tota Hare copy permission, but I can get further facts from our payroll section on how we go about it. How is that say Majati? If you go me, this kind of consult us, please.
Okay.
Okay, page 41, we memo. 42, we close 3 and 4. 43, we close 5. We memo 43. 44, we close 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. And memo the others. 45, we close 9 and 11 and 13. We close the 46, we close the top table. Auditor General, are you happy? Monitor. (47) we monitor, unless you have. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
I think yes, I agree with monitoring, Chair, but there should be timelines stipulated there, because the explanations are just open-ended. The ministry will implement, but there are no timelines.
Can you also go to
Page 47.
Page 47.
Yeah.
Yeah, forthwith.
forthwith. No, if in that case we're
Forthwith. Me, Honorable Chair, let me explain. Let me share with you my understanding. Framework contracts are controlled at the Accountant General's office, so I'm informed. And therefore, where we are right now is that the NITT has been is being vetted by the legal experts. Make Ministry of International Relations, timeline or this framework contract. People understand how it's a Ministry of International Relations only. A number of ministries that are also covered by that framework contract. So maybe Accountant General's office is better placed to answer your question in terms of timelines.
through you, Mr. Chair, can we go back to page 45? Item 12, Accountant General. Accountant General, page 45, item number 12. The ball is in your court, sir. Page 45, 12.
It's a system error, it's a system error that we have to fix in the system. So it's a memo.
Yeah, but they say it was referred to your office. And when was that? And when are you going to have it corrected?
Yes, we do have, like we indicated when we started, we do have quite a number of these system error issues that we are attending to and resolving one by one. The thing is, they are unique in nature. They don't have a one-fits-all solution. So we keep on attending to them. And we do also depend on the ministries and the departments to keep on, but we do have a list to attend to it, but they also have to keep on following, and they are being resolved, but at a slower pace than we really would like them to.
Thank you very much.
Over and about that, how the accountant general for technical o pizwe the matter ya no me go sna go supa gore e rometsweng le gone go ga go le besentle lena le tshwantse le supa gore le rometsile so that re tle re kgone go itse gore nya ke mang o sa acting mo go yone.
When we started with PAC, accountant general ona bua gore gona le tsone dio tse dintsi and they date from far back. They are still working on them. Or the minister in but they are still working on them. In that case, we are done.
Nyamike re tsile ko motsuong wa letsatsi la gompieno hela jaaka nako tsotlhe we have worked go itlhalela go le bosigonyana. Let me thank our advisors, Attorney General, Accountant General, Auditor General, and the technical advisor, the team as well, from the Parliament Secretariat. You are wonderful people. You are very good people. You are very committed people. I am proud to be associated with all of you. We have worked very well as a team for the past month, almost a month, 3 days shy of a month, and you still showed the same enthusiasm, same energy, same vigor. You never really changed. I thank you, team. I also want to thank those who have appeared before us. You are coming last. Le team ya gago a leboga gore le boletsile. Leboga go menagane. Se re ka se buang hela ke gore re beke le lona sente re dumela gore tatso la re bereka sentle. Lona ka ebile le kile la boa. O tule go thoko ja go boa. Ga ke bone gore ka thwa le dira phoso e. Go itse. Ga ke bone ka thwa le dira phoso e. Ka ke bone go telele. Go boa hela ka bogone go lekane gore go bolelle gore o tshwanetse wa dira tiro ka thwaga. Yaanong ke tumelo ya me ya gore le ta tswelela jalo re bereka sentle go sena makgwera gape. Re saletswe ke, as I close, re saletswe ke Parlamente, re bo re salwa gape ke higher education. Ba ne ba nna le mabaka a bone a e le gore a na dira gore re se ka ra kgona go bua le bone mo bogompienong. Mme re tla ba beela letsatsi le re tla bua le bone. I proposed to the team that proposed day for the opening of Parliament is around 7th of July. If a week earlier than that, if we can find 2 days, I would propose to Secretariat to help arrange for that. Or re bua le bone. Mme ha re sena go hetsa go bua le bone botlhe. We have talked to the PSP. Gore le ene re bua le ene ka dikgang tse di amang Auditor General. Mele tse dingwe tse di amang PAC le ka re di santseng ka teng le bao ba ba ka hata sa gago. We are not going to be witch hunting re bua gore semama ga di rasente ebile semama ga di bua ka nako ta gore sa report o pere ta bore tu go bua hela in general terms re engage le PSP gore re bona eng one of the most obvious things, like you know, Auditor General, for 2 years. It's an issue we'll raise with her. The other issues, atisa the buka because they attend late, they don't attend to them continuously. Issues around mapata le ombudsman or babera kajang in very general terms. No one should be worried or report you no. In very general terms, we'll also be talking about the worrying issues that were impressed, the worrying issues is about overpayment of salaries. The project, let's say, me engage PSP as a witness to the PAC. She has agreed. Actually, we wrote her a letter to say we would want her to appear. She wrote back to say she's traveling with the president. So as soon as she comes back, she will gladly want to appear before the Public Accounts Committee. Nabila Supawanore. She doesn't have a problem with the PAC because she has appeared before, and again, coming here will give the public confidence that really we are serious about what we are doing. So, Tabile and Mutiorta, Mohustan Lavahel. Me, Tota Kayetona, Honeho, Helaure, Ardiring, Reverke Moho, Kurlan, PAC Satsena. We have said that as a committee, we should be able to organize ourselves. I know maybe it's not the normal thing that people do. Organize ourselves, constitute ourselves in the committee, and visit some places. Milk Africa or one ministry just to say good people are naliluna. Confidence yaore serisi diranga asogole ka go kgerisa ope ke go bona gore madi a puso a somarelwa le batswana ba bona service e ba e tlhokang ka pele ka pele jo ka bokgona. So mene ke re ka mao kwa ka lo batho betso re na le dijo tsa maitsiboa ha e le gore a lo ithaganela re tali leader to where we have our meals ya itse gore le ba sa jeng bosigo ha te hela every 6 ba imisa go ja me tsatsi eno ka ja hela ta be le tsatsi le ngwe hela le senye sepe ka makwa ka lo ja le ga gona le o ka rapelelang me o ka re ke rata thapelo ya na re mabeo ko re rapelela ho re me ka ino rapelela
ya so fire